I'm going to talk you through the bike that I'm taking to Baguio. I've chosen this bike because I feel more comfortable on a road bike, and essentially I'm going to be cycling on roads, certainly not on rough tracks, but I suspect that some of the roads might be a little bit less than perfect, hence the setup. So it's a Ribble titanium endurance bike, and it's pretty restrictive and it's not a good choice for bike packing, so I definitely don't recommend it unless you're going to travel extremely light. Ribble don't want you to use more than 32mm tires, and there are no mounting points for luggage at all. There's a couple of mountings for mudguards, but that's it. So really it's not a good choice. However, it's what I've got, so it's what I'm going to use. Now I've changed it a little bit because I wanted wider tyres, and I couldn't get wider tyres if I was using 700C wheels. So I bought some 650B wheels and fitted those, and that gives me just enough clearance to run pretty narrow gravel tyres. These are Continental TerraSpeed, and they're 35mm, and that's as much as I can get. That's the only tyre that I've managed to find that fits this. So that's what I say, it's not a good choice. And trying to get spare, 650B tyres, it's a nightmare. If this is your only choice, it's an extra nightmare. So I'm going to take a spare tyre with me. They're not that bulky, because just in case it wouldn't get slashed, because my sewing skills are not great. I've also had a lot of trouble getting them to seal. I'm not sure that's fully resolved yet, but we'll see. So the wheels and tires are one thing I've changed. The other thing that I've changed recently is I've changed the chain rings. I've put a GRX chain rings on the front, which reduces it from 50-34, which was the standard 105 setup, Shimano 105 setup. That's reduced to 46-30. So that gives me a quite small chain rings, and in the times I've been riding it, I'm sad to say that I am not good enough to need the bigger chain ring. I'm still not spinning out. So it's all this nonsense about wanting a big chain ring just because it looks cool, and you end up with loads of aspirational gears that you never actually use. So I'm going to stick with that 46-30. I'm probably never going to go back to the 50-34 because I'm just not good enough, and this gives me more ability to get up hills. The other thing I've done to even improve further my chance of getting up hills is at the back. The cassette is a Zito ZTTO cassette, which is 1136. I believe that the biggest Shimano make is 1134. So my lowest gear is going to be a 36 at the back and a 30 at the front. So I'm hoping that's going to give me a bit of a chance to get up hills. I keep talking about hills, but anyone who knows Baguio knows it is incredibly hilly. The first 100 kilometers of the route that I've penciled in, I stress pencil, climbs 3,000 meters. So I can do a 100-kilometer ride any day of the week, but not up there. The other change there is the pedals. I've put on some sort of mountain bike pedals, some nuke-proof ones, because sadly I'm probably going to be pushing a lot, and therefore I'm going to be walking. I don't want to walk in my road bike shoes, and it's a lot more convenient. I used these pedals for cycling from Land's End to John O'Groats in the UK, and they're very nice. They work really well. So that's the bike. I'll talk about the baggage I'm putting on it.